Let's grab our basil, shall we? Oh, I got lots to talk to you about the basil. So you saw in the recipe that we already put some dry basil in there. Dry herbs need to be put in at the beginning of a cooking process, okay? Because they really need that rehydration in order for them to release their flavor. However, the flavor you're going to get from dry basil is not the same as what you're going to get from fresh basil. See my fresh basil from my garden here? It's too cold to grow fresh basil right now, and I have a black thumb, so I can't grow anything. We try and try. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But anyway, fresh basil has a different flavor because you're going to capture the essential oils that are still intact with this fresh basil. When you dry herbs, you lose those essential oils. You really do. You're still going to have some flavor once it rehydrates in that pot, which it's doing now, but it's not going to be the same as this flavor. So we want to attack this soup from two areas of having this taste like basil. At the very end, just before serving, we're going to stir in a 1/4 cup of chopped basil. And then we're also going to chop some more for garnish at the end of the soup. Very important to garnish. But I want to show you this cutting technique. It's called a chiffonade cut. So what I want you to do with your fresh basil, take the leaves off the stems, okay? Take the leaves off, put them on your board. So I have a whole bunch of leaves here. Hopefully you guys have the same. I'm going to make 2 stacks, okay? But really, you just need to make a stack if you want to. If you want to make 2, if you have lots. And what you want to do is take the bigger leaves and put them on the bottom of your stacks, okay? Put the medium ones next, and then put the smallest ones on top. There's a reason behind this. Don't panic. There's the method behind my madness here. I'm going to show you a chiffonade cut. So these last little tiny leaves like that, I just scrunched them all together and just place them on top of my stack. Now, what I want you to do is to roll this into a tight cigar shape like this. See that? And roll it like that, and then I want you to slice it. And the reason why we do this with basil bruises really, really easily. So watch this. We're going to take that cigar, hold it as tight as we can, and as thin as you possibly can. Slice it, okay? Just once, like going through it just once. Don't go back and re-chop it all. Here's the thing. Basil bruises very, very easily, and you're going to not only mar the appearance, but you're going to mar the flavor somewhat as well. So just once with a knife will give you these nice ribbons of basil that you can put in your soup, all right? And use for garnish too. So we're going to have another stack here. I'll show you that again. Biggest leaves on the bottom and smaller leaves on the top, and just rolling it nice and tight, and then slicing it as thin as you possibly can to create that nice chiffonade cut. It takes a little bit of practice, okay? So here's your homework. I'm gonna give you homework tonight, folks. What I want you to do for your homework to practice that cut, get yourself a big bin of spinach leaves. Spinach leaves are cheap, unlike basil leaves, right? And I want you to just work through those spinach leaves, making your stacks, making your little cigars, and slicing. Chiffonade that whole package of spinach leaves. Yeah, do that. By the time you're done that whole package of spinach leaves, man, your chiffonade skills are going to be over the top, okay? They'll be awesome.